All right, so I work in a box, but it's not just any kind of box. This box is made of sugar and protein. It's called the plant cell wall. And it's used for a myriad of different reasons in the plant. It's used for protecting the plant against microbial invaders, protecting against water loss, and also giving the plant structural support so that it can grow up big and strong. And it's by virtue of the sugars in the cell wall that we can also do lots of cool things that help us. One being biofuels, another one making more nutritious food, and one of my favorites, beer. But the one thing, out of all of these advances that we've made in the study of the plant cell wall, there are entire fields of discipline devoted to studying the cell wall. But the one thing that we still don't know, it might be kind of silly to imagine that we don't know this, how is it made? We actually don't know a lot of these really important steps that go to making the cell wall. That's what my research is focused on. I want to kind of break apart the mystery of how this amazing structure is made in the plant. So it starts whenever one cell decides to become two cells. So in animal cells, this actually happens quite differently. You have a cell, and it pinches off in the center to become two. But in a plant cell, you actually have to build an entirely new cell wall from the inside out. And so that involves the careful coordination of the delivery of cell wall material, workers to put it all together, and a cleanup crew to kind of finish up the whole job, much like a regular old construction site. So my job is to kind of answer a lot of these questions. So imagine if you walked onto this job site and you were asked to build something like this, but you only had a picture of the finished product. You didn't have a detailed blueprint. You only knew who some of the construction workers are. You only knew what some of the delivery trucks looked like. You didn't know what was inside. You didn't know when they were going to be delivered. You didn't know who was supposed to be unloading it. You didn't know who was calling all these people and coordinating the whole mess in the first place. So these are the questions I want to answer in the plant cell wall context. I have a couple tools to do this. One of them, I have the gift of cellular sight, microscopes. This lets me see some of the action, but not all of it. And I have one other secret tool. I have this chemical that disrupts one of the processes. That prevents one of the cell wall materials from being laid down. And this disrupts the entire system. The cell wall it doesn't function, it isn't made once this product is not there at the right time. And so actually the detail of how the chemical does this isn't as important as its function as a tool that I can use to answer the who, what, when, where, how is all this being made? Because it's these questions that are going to be useful for me to understand how the cell wall is being made. And it's these questions that need answers if I'm trying to understand how the cell wall is protecting the plant. And it's these answers to these questions that are important for me to understand how we can make plants that are potentially better for making biofuels, better for making more nutritious food, better for making beer. I love that. So at least for me, it's more important for me not to look and think outside of the box. It's more important for me to think inside of this box.